Hey everybody, Charles here in Florida. Got my weighted vest on, doing a workout. You know, my motto, stay fit, live longer. Anyway, I'm down here in Florida with the Florida retirees. I'm thinking about starting a fitness club, retiree fitness. Maybe my brother will help. He's retired too, so it'd be, two retired guys, help retired people out. Because I noticed some of the retirees in Florida are a little, they might be a little out of shape, a little pudgy around the middle, in walkers, walking around with walkers and, in the little cars. Anyway, we can help them out. It'd be a public service and a little side business. My brother, he could use the extra cash. He has two exes, and then he's paying them. They're getting more of his annuity than he is. Anyway, I didn't have a problem. My first wife was like, with me 20 years, and she's like, I don't want your money. I don't need your money. I'm like, okay. So I got all of mine. It's intact. My annuity's intact. And I'm like, yeah, it's for me. It's for me. I worked and earned it, so now I'm spending it on myself. Anyway, Retiree Fitness Club, that's what I'm thinking about doing. It just, it's something to think about. Because, a little while back, not that long ago, it was a couple years ago, I blew my knee out playing basketball. That's what you get for playing with 21-year-olds, because you're not 21 no more. So why you play with the 21-year-olds? Why you acting like you're young and everything? Well, from the neck down, I'm pretty young. I'm fit. I'm viral. You know what? I'm out there running with the young boys, and they're like, whoa, man, oh, pops can go. And that just makes you want to do it even more. That makes you want to go faster, and you're running along, and they're like, oh, man, Grandpa can run. Grandpa can do it. I'm like, yeah, y'all feeling me? Yeah. Hit the spin move, boom. And anyway, so I'm playing basketball with the young guys, and I'm the guy to play defense. And when you play defense, it takes a little bit more work to play defense. So, I'm working, defending the guy, steal the ball, bam, blew the knee out. God damn, this fucking point. And I'm like on the ground, trying not to cry, because I don't want the guys to see me crying. I don't want to be a boo-hoo-hoo-hoo. And they're like, oh, Susan got hurt. And I'm like, no, it's Charles. Come on, y'all. Anyway, I didn't have to get rushed to the hospital or nothing. I get to sit on the side, and they're like, just walk it off, man. I'm like, I ain't walking this off. I didn't see Mark Price walking his off when he blew his out in the NBA, and that dude's a professional. No, I'm not walking it off. I'm going home, putting ice on it, getting in bed. Yeah, anyway, so I iced the knee down, and finally I get around to going to the doctor. I put it off. You know how y'all do. Everybody does that. Maybe, what? I'm the only one to put stuff off? You guys are perfect. You do everything on a timely manner. Okay, I put it off. And then I finally go to the doctor, schedule surgery. I took a cab to the hospital. They wouldn't let me take a cab home because, I'm independent. I know I wasn't going to be able to drive home. So I'm thinking, I'll just take a cab. They wouldn't let me take a cab home because they said the cab driver just drop you on the door and you're all like, where am I? Because you're heavily medicated. You're like, hey, hi, making friends with strangers. Heavily medicated people are. My sister used to do that. She'd go to the dentist, and then she would come back from the dentist, and we was wondering, what happened to her? She got the gas. Some people, when they get the gas, they go like happy places. Oh, she went to her happy place. And her happy place just happened to be in the back of the closet. They're looking all over the house for her, and they can't find her. How do you lose one of your children? How do you do that? It's like, where is she? Where is she? Well, somebody opened the coat closet, and there she was sitting in there. Just cheesing. That's her happy place. Well, too much gas for her. No, you got to knock that off. She's probably still at home now doing the gas. That's probably why she's a religious zealot. She had too much gas. It all went to her brain, and now she's like the matriarch, woman of God. Anyway, side story. So I blew my knee out. I go in, get it repaired. Doctor, fix the ACL. Well, this is what we're going to do, Mr. Jones. We're going to take part of your hamstring, and we're going to make a new ACL. And I'm like, you're going to take part of my hamstring? What? Huh? What about that? Don't I need that over there? Don't I need that on a hamstring? Oh, don't worry, it'll still be 90% on that leg. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm good with that because I'm at a point where 90% works. I'm older. So they do the operation, and then they set me up for physical therapy. Got to go to physical therapy to get it all right. And they tell me, don't bend the knee. Don't bend the knee. And I'm like, when you have ACL surgery, and I had a meniscus tear too. They had to repair the meniscus. But when you have ACL surgery, it hurts like a bugger when that pain medicine wears off. Yeah. And the pain medicine makes you like droopy and and don't want to go nowhere and don't want to get out of bed and don't want to do nothing. And they give you these little exercises. These little exercises do that hurt like hell. So they want me to keep the legs straight. Keeping the legs straight was excruciating. I didn't want to do that. Oh, I need more pain meds, y'all. The Vicodin. How much of this Vicodin you going to give me? I need more Vicodin. I need more pain meds because I'm dying here. The pain, it's killing me. Anyway, so the doctor says, because you had a meniscus issue as well, we had to scrape that and tear it and repair it. So, no weight on the leg for 10 days. And I'm like, okay, doc, no weight for 10 days. I can do that. So I'm walking around on one leg with the crutches. Bloop, 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 bloop. That's me. And I'm set up for physical therapy on day number, 7. I'm thinking to myself, I'm not going to say I'm a mathematician, but no wait for 10 days and I'm going to physical therapy on day number 7. What are we going to be doing? They're going to get my name and address? I don't know. So I go, I hop in. And when you see people on crutches, what are they wearing? They're wearing one shoe. People on crutches don't need a shoe on the other foot. It's not hitting the ground. They're keeping that up. So I got one shoe on. And I had gone to physical therapy before for a back issue. I rollerblade too. I skate. I speed skate on these trails. And every now and then there's a joker out there watering grass. One of these public janitorial people watering the lawns and keeping the city grass watered and doing, trimming the trees. And one of these jokers decide, here comes a rollerblader. Let's play a trick on him and pull our hose that we use to water across the rollerblade path so he'll trip on it and then get busted up. Well, yeah, that's what happened to me. Yeah, and they're all in the bushes watching. Oh, look, y'all, here he comes. And you're going along, you're happy, I skate to the music. I'm like grooving with it. I'm skating, I'm moving along. The skating is going good. I'm like, listening to P-Funk or something, skating. And I'm watching where I'm going because, you run into sticks and stuff and that'll mess you up. That'll take you down. So I'm watching and I'm just, there are cracks. It was like a concrete path where it had cracks. So you know what? They had a clear hose. Well, their clear hose looked like a crack in the sidewalk. So when I hit the hose, I never saw it coming. And I'm telling you what, I went down like a ton of bricks. I went down like, Flight 311 coming off Detroit when the pilots just turned some stuff off and they didn't even hear the warning signals. Bam! And the dudes in the bushes probably like, oh, homie got crunched. Did y'all see that? Did you see how his legs went spread eagle on him? Man, dude's flexible. Anyway, I get busted up, so I go to physical therapy about the neck. You have a herniated disc in your third vertebrae. And I'm like, herniated disc? Is that why my arm goes numb? Yes, that's why your arm goes numb. Now you must have physical therapy. So I had physical therapy for that. So I wanted, the physical therapist was cool. So I'm like, can I get the same physical therapist? And they're like, sure. Except she's pregnant and she might deliver. Okay, so I go in for the knee thing. Physical therapy. Come in. And the regular physical therapist isn't there. It's a substitute. And a substitute teacher. You know how the kids act when the substitute teacher comes. Well, I'm thinking I'm not going to be one of those brats. I'm going to act right with the substitute. I'm going to be respectful and everything, And so they tell me go sit on this bed. And I'm sitting on the bed with my one shoe on and my bad leg in the brace, and I hop up on the bed. I'm hopping on Cassidy, of course. I hop up on the bed, bam, and they're all trying to help you because they think you're an invalid. I'm not an invalid. I got a bad, I had surgery on this leg. It's just the one leg that's bad. It's just the one. It's just this one. See, just that one. Okay, y'all get it. And so I get up on the bed, and here comes the physical therapist, the replacement physical therapist. And I think it's kind of like the NFL's replacement refs weren't no good. No, anyway, I'm not going to say she wasn't a good physical therapist. I'm just saying, there's a certain amount of confidence that a person wants in their physical therapist. When you go, you're like, man, you're feeling all depressed because I can't even walk now. So I need somebody to boost my confidence level, boost me up. So here comes a physical therapist. And what do you know? She's not in one of those rover rounds. I'm like, what? A rope? What? Wait a minute. This is physical therapy. I'm supposed to have a fit person do this. Somebody who's boasting my, building up my confidence and bolstering my confidence. Wheelchair? Rover around? Hover on? What? No way. And she's like, oh, I don't know. I'm not going to say she was a hippo, but she had to be at least 50 pounds overweight. So this is the physical therapist? Apparently, you don't have to be in shape to be a physical therapist. It's not like a physical trainer. It's a little different. You go to school for that. You don't just work out all the time and then say, hey, look at me. I look great. I should be telling y'all how to look like this. You know, you don't have to, it's not like that. So she comes in and she's, you know, and I'm thinking, oh man, what the hell? So anyway, I'm like, okay, I'll just flow with it because, the situation is what the situation is. And that's what it is mostly in life. The situation is what the situation is, and you can't change it. So you just got to go with it. You just got to flow down the stream and hope it all works out for you. So that's what I'm doing. I'm sitting on the gurney and waiting for her. Here she comes. And the first thing she does is scold me. She's like, why don't you have a shoe on? Because the doctor told me not to put weight on the foot for 10 days? Well, I don't think so. I don't know why the doctor would tell you that. And I'm like, that's what he told me. I was groggy in the hospital, so I took notes on my phone. I wrote it down on the phone. I had to ask him like 3 times because I'm like, hi, oh, hey, you look familiar, man. Who are you? Dude, how you doing? How's it going? Because I'm all groggy on the meds, and so the doctor's giving me information, and he's giving me that look like, man, that pain medicine hit him hard. Look at that. Wow. He doesn't even know where he is. He doesn't even know who he is. Maybe one of his family relatives can come and sit and hold his